Just wondering if that's gonna be me out there. All right, it is Tuesday morning, and the thought for today is, Joe, what are you doing? So, last night, I would hear from the boat guy who would tell me that he finally got the boat running, and I'm supposed to go meet with him this morning at 9 o'clock. It's about 8 o'clock right now. I've got some other running around I got to do real quick, and I am going to go meet with this guy, but I'm not going to be quick to pull the trigger on this. I mean, this thing is going to have to really wow me, and I don't honestly know that it's going to. The gas is of major concern to me, whether or not there's bad gas in this thing, and just whether or not this is even a good investment. It probably is a good investment, but should I be focusing on this when I'm trying to focus on building, you know, more with real estate? And the answer to that is probably not. I probably should be going super hard on the real estate, even though I'm kind of doing both, toying with the idea of getting the boat and trying to go hard with the real estate. So also today, and speaking of which, we're getting ready to go check out our first, well, another potential flip. So let me give you guys a little bit of backstory on this thing. This thing came out of nowhere and popped up on Facebook Marketplace, and I would message the person about this house and would be able to talk with them about it and set up the fact that we can go check it out today. I let them know that I was very serious, and if I like it, you know, I will move quickly on this. Cash buyer, no headaches. However, the house is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, another one, but not the same. Totally different city. It's in a not so great city, but it's in a pretty decent part of that not so great city. And it's bigger than the 2-bedroom, 1-bath that we've been doing. Now, this thing was posted for $80,000 by the owner. They don't want to deal with a realtor. And I can only imagine a shit ton of flippers and middlemen and wholesalers have been messaging this person about this house. I was lucky enough to be one of the first and to really let this person know that I am a serious person. I'm not going to sit here and play games, and I'm going to get a chance to go check this thing out today. Now, they were hesitant about putting the address of the property on the listing. I would end up getting the address, and the one thing that they would tell me is they would say, hey, look, Zillow is wrong about the square footage. Zillow says the house is like 600 square feet. They're telling me the house is like 800 square feet. And the house looks, like I said, it looks from the pictures a lot bigger than the houses that we've been doing. However, forget what Zillow was talking about the square footage. I would see what this person purchased this house for, which you really can't worry too much about because they purchased it back in 2018 for $39,900. They're trying to sell this thing for 80 grand. They don't want to deal with no realtors neither. They've bought a new house. They're closing on that new house on Thursday. They needed a bigger house. So that's the story there as to why they're selling this house. But you never know, that could be a bunch of bullshit. They could be in over their head, underwater with their mortgage, which I don't think that they are. I mean, there is that possibility that they're lying. But like I said, forget what Zillow was talking about the square footage of the house. What was Zillow talking about the actual house? I gotta read you guys this listing just to give you guys an idea. And like I said, they bought it for $39,900. You can't even really worry too much about that because this isn't, we're talking, it's like being on Mars at this point with what the housing market is like now compared to how it was back then. And back then, shit was cheap. Nowadays, not so much. I had to stop by the storage unit real quick, but as I do so, let me share with you guys this listing. So Zillow also says that this house is worth $134,000. It's a nice 2-bedroom, 1-bath, from the pictures at least. And it's in a really good area. But the description of this house, folks, brace yourselves. This home needs a lot of work. This is how it was listed in 2018. This home needs a lot of work. It isn't in livable condition. Cooling is AC windows. Heat is a pilot light that doesn't fully heat the home, cuts on and off. Works when it wants to. Front door does not open. Floor is hardwood floors, but unstable. My God. There are rotten walls. Windows are not stable enough to hold AC units. Needs to be lifted. Plumbing needs to be fixed. It has led to problems with toilet usage. Washing clothes and dishes. Washer hookup is located inside the kitchen. Dryer hookup is in the detached garage, which this house also has. There is mold from leakage. 3 windows do not open. All need replacing. Vinyl for housing needs repair. Roof needs to be replaced before it collapsed. Holy shit, this is a Zillow description of a house that we're getting ready to go look at. Now I got to imagine that this person probably did a shit ton of work to this property if they're trying to sell this for 80 grand. But maybe they didn't, and that's why they don't want to go through a realtor, because they don't want to deal with an inspection. Well, let me tell you something. We's getting ready to be, oh shit. We's getting ready to be that inspection company this morning. Yo, if I'm getting ready to pay you or potentially buy a house from you, oh, I need to know that this joint, I need to know exactly what's needed. Is there HVAC at this property? The description said the windows couldn't even hold an AC unit. Have the windows been replaced? Obviously, there's been some work done to this thing because, like I said, from the pictures, it looks like it's a nice enough house, but we're grabbing the Tyvek suit right here. I'll have Damon with me. I'm gonna send him up underneath of this thing to get me a bunch of pictures. And then we're gonna make, if interested, a formidable offer. I don't even know if that's the right word. I don't know if I would go for 80. Maybe I'll give you 70. Hey, look, 10 grand just in HVAC. Come on, work with me here. Now, what she told me was that a realtor had told her that this house could sell for $115,000. And I'm so glad that she's got that information right now, because hear me out. She knows that I'm a flipper. I've already told her that. Cash buyer, and I'm the flipper. But here's the deal. If a realtor's already told you that the house will sell for $115,000, that's after all the repairs are done, right? Right? And how much of them repairs going to cost? Well, if HVAC alone is $10,000, you know, you got to leave me some wiggle room. So in order to leave me some wiggle room, you got to come down on that price a little bit. And you got the house for $39,900. You own the house outright, I believe I got from the conversation. So come on now, throw me a bone here. 50, 60,000, would you be willing to entertain that? You're still walking away with 20 or 30,000 for, you know, as a nice little incentive. There's no telling how that's all going to play out. We got to cross that bridge once we get there. But the first thing that I'm going to tell you is there's going to be a video. I'll do a video walkthrough of the house, and I'll be sharing that with you guys a little later in this. But first of all, we got to go figure out what the hell the deal is with this boat. Oh yeah, and also drop off the trailer. I don't need that. I got stuck with that last night because you know, no title, and there's the old parking spot, or what was supposed to be. All right, hey, busy day. Joe's gonna be doing some stuff, and guess what? All y'all coming along with me. Hoorah. Little indigestion. Let's get it, dude. All right, well, I sat out here and waited, and nobody ever came out. Nobody ever did anything. I texted, I said I was here, and nothing. Nothing. Dude didn't even respond. But I just texted him and said I'm gonna pass. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and there's a sign for everything. You know, and I was already really second guessing getting the boat. It was a nice looking boat, I guess. It definitely was going to need some work for sure. But the crazy thing about this whole situation is this man would text me last night at, I don't know, 8:30 and say, hey, got the boat running. I'm available tomorrow at 9 a.m. So I was like, okay, well, I can do 9:30. And he's like, I got a meeting at 10 o'clock. And I said, okay, well then 9 o'clock it is then. I'll just move some things around. And he never responded. So from there, didn't hear from him. This morning I would message him and say, hey, I'm on my way. No response. I said, hey, just arrived. No response. And I waited for 10 minutes. And I finally just said, you know what? I'm gonna pass. That was the sign that I needed right there. To think that I was gonna say no. I was gonna say no right there in person. And I never gave any kind of an inclination that, you know, I was very interested in the boat. Actually, let me backtrack a little bit. I wasn't gonna say no altogether. I was gonna offer $12,000. Hey, look, I'll give you $12,000 for it. The handrail's busted. There's some fiberglass that needs to be repaired. It's just, you know, superficial or not too deep, as he would tell me. There's no service records on the boat. No way to tell how many hours are on the boat. We couldn't get the boat started. And $12,000, that's my best offer. And if you don't want to go for it, hey, I know you got a whole bunch of other people who are interested. Maybe somebody just paid him. Maybe somebody's already bought the boat and he just didn't want to tell me. I'm on a road right now where there are a ton of houses that I'm interested in. And I think we're going to do a little driving for dollars a little later on this week. We're going to get some flyers going and see if we can make some stuff happen out here. Maybe even walk up and down this street a little bit. So, hey, didn't buy the boat. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm a big believer. Everything happens for a reason, not a reason. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm a big believer in signs. Well, I don't know if there's any better sign than the dude just BSing me completely. And I texted him. I hated to text him and say, hey, look, I'm going to pass. And he still hasn't even responded to that. He hasn't said, hey, Joe, my bad. I've been on a bender all night or whatever. Oh, well. Made the right choice, didn't buy the boat. So now we'll prepare to go look at a potential flip house. And keep this road in mind because there are a lot of houses on this road that are just interesting looking to me. All right, back over at the flip house. Somebody left a pin. It's an attorney's pin, that's interesting. Thought it might be an appraiser. Speaking of appraiser, that was yesterday. The appraisal took place, my realtors were here for that, and I would ask them afterwards, hey, how do you think that it went? And they said that they thought that it went really, really well. They had a lot of information to support the comps, and that extra lot over there, boy, that extra lot though, that we got looking real nice with the nice, oh shit, there's Damon. That extra lot that we got cut looking real sharp, they said that that really mattered. They said, wow, that's gonna help a lot. Or that's what the appraiser said, supposedly. So, good deal there. Again, in terms of the appraisal, we're not gonna hear anything unless there's an issue. If the house doesn't appraise, that's when we're gonna be notified. But if the house appraises or it appraises for more, we won't hear anything. We'll just get the information, or we'll just get told that we're cleared to close. So that's what we're hoping for. We're cleared to close. Supposed to close on this thing by the beginning of July, but there is the possibility that this thing could close even sooner, end of June. So we'll wait and see in that regard. In other news, I did hear from Bill about the boat. And Bill would text me about 30 minutes after I left and say, he said, hey, sorry, I was sick all night and I hope you find what you're looking for. Bill, just shoot it to me straight. You had somebody come and offer you $20,000, $15,000, $16,000, and you didn't know how to tell me no. Well, I hate the fact that I had to tell Bill no in the text message, but at least I did say no. My wife even said that she's super proud of me because that's 2 boats that I've passed on. You know what? It's almost like addiction support. That's what this is. Hold on, let's put this camera up real quick. All right, hopefully you're not gonna fall. Bingo. That's what I'm dealing with right now, addiction support. It's like being addicted to making stupid decisions, not drugs. Drugs are stupid decisions. And figuring it out when you got no choice. Do you want to know how uncomfortable I was sitting over there this morning knowing that I needed, the best move for me to make would be to tell this man face to face, no. I knew that that wasn't going to be easy to do, but I knew that that was what was going to be needed to be done. So, nonetheless, we made the right decision. Good deal there. Okay. We're all loaded up, we're ready to go check out this house. We're not supposed to be there till 11 o'clock, so got a little bit of time to kill. I drove for dollars a little bit this morning, like, you know, looking down a really good street with a bunch of houses that's probably already been picked and weeded through by all of the flippers and all of the wholesalers and all of the We Buy Houses people quite a few times. But I also drove for some other dollars this morning. I saw two landscapes, or 2 yards, that need to be cut. One of them's right here on this street, another one's right down the street. So I got my wife printing me up some flyers. Hey yo, this is exactly what the flyers say. Hey yo, you in need of somebody to come and keep the yard cut. Hey, you need that grass cut so you can see them snakes, 30 bucks a cut. Now my wife said $30 a cut, what the? But here's the deal. If I'm out there already cutting grass, I'm cutting the main property, I'm cutting this house, which probably ain't but one more cut over here. And also yesterday we cut like 3 other houses. This house, the one right next door, it's a nice older woman who lives right there. And then the other prospect, the other 2-bedroom, 1-bath that they want $90,000 for, we cut that yard as well. I got a really nice thank you this morning. She called me the grass fairy. What a sweet old woman. But if I'm already out cutting grass, hey, 30 bucks, that's lunch right there. That's gas. And if we get 2, that's an extra 60. If we get 3, hey, that's almost an extra day's pay. You know, paying Damon, he makes more than that, but it's close. And he makes more than 100 a day too. So the fact of the matter is, I was thinking about this earlier. I said, you know, what do you need to be successful? If you need $150 a day, if that makes you successful, and you're cutting grass at $30 a yard, well, how many yards do you need a day? You need 5. That's a shit ton, actually. But if you start with 1 or 2, you're doing more than somebody who's not doing any. So there's my little motivational tidbit for the day. All right, let's get ready to go check out this house and see if it lives up to the Zillow ad. God, I hope it doesn't. And hopefully it's a lot better. All right, on the interstate right now, heading to go check out potential flip house number 3. And I think that we see a high-speed chase taking place. I was just going 70. I got over, this dude blew right past me going over 100 miles an hour. And the police, well, they came shortly thereafter. I thought I was getting pulled over, but might be a little bit of a chase scene we got taking place up here. So way up there, you can see the blue lights just barely. I mean, they're getting it. He's definitely going after that, it was a Hyundai Elantra. We might see him wrecked up here somewhere, God forbid, but okay, I see the cop, he's getting over right now. Oh shit, it is a wreck, look. Did he wreck?
Oh, I bet you he did.
He did. There's a bunch of squirrely tire marks. He probably hit this guy.
Oh no, he didn't wreck.
No, they just got him pulled over though. All right. No worries that also Sherry's moving. Or just closed on a new place.
It actually closes Thursday.
Well, congratulations to her.
Yeah.
Nice. I guess this would be like a dining room area, probably.
Yeah, there was, well, the table's over here in the corner now. She decided to start doing crafts.
Yeah, good for her.
No. That stuff smells when you do that resin, whatever it's called.
Oh, the resin. Light switch right here. Kitchen looks nice. Good countertops, or good counter, good cabinets. Nice kitchen. And she mentioned that there was a dryer vent in here. Do you know anything about that? Because she said that the dryer's in the garage.
It's in the garage.
But she mentioned that there was a vent
I
in here.
have no idea.
Water heater doesn't look
think there was, but it needs to be a stackable one.
That's what she was saying, yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah, I just texted, told her I was.
Hello. Share. Okay, Colin wanted me to call, find out where his phone was. We found it. He said it doesn't work in that circuit. Okay. Yeah. Alright, alright. Love you back.
Did y'all build this here?
No, it was here.
Okay. Okay.
She's enough.
Oh, it's not. Trust me, I've seen.
She keeps packing, but I'm like, okay, there's nothing else gonna fit in the garage.
Access to the,
Attic?
yeah.
Up there.
I'll check that out a little bit.
Is this light switch on all the way? Yes. It just turned on.
All right.
Right there is where it sinks down a little bit.
Yeah. Did, was there any foundation work done that you know of?
No, we were gonna have it done, but then she said that they didn't want to stay here. They want a bigger house because 2 kids don't fit in that room, especially his size.
All right. Decent sized room. And then that's the master. I'm guessing that's a decent sized room. I don't need to go in there.
I think so. She said something on the cats in here. Colin, how you turn his light on? Tell me about this stupid thing.
Well, the longer one, that one.
She said something about the panel boxes in here.
Okay, yeah, I definitely want to see that.
It's in my closet, like behind the
Okay.
clothes.
Just want to see what that electrical.
Honestly, how you can sit right here and watch this TV?
I do it.
Okay, it looks like that's been upgraded.
I get close to mine.
This is too big to be sitting right here playing a game on this TV.
Well, you tell Curtis that.
Bye, Ivy.
All right, and then the bathroom.
Close the bathtub.
Yeah.
We had the floor done. New toilet.
Okay. Not too bad.
Yeah, we saved money with me and Sherry ripping out the floor
Yeah.
all the way to the joy center. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I've done it.
That was hard for me and her to do.
I believe it. Any anything with this, or is this not?
It's the heater.
So this heats the entire house?
Yeah. It works.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was the pilot light. That's right, the pilot.
Yeah, it works good though.
All right.
Colin, your room stinks. Yes, it does. Huh? Oh, this is a closet. Oh, looks empty now.
Yeah, decent.
She did couponing for a while, so it was jam-packed.
All right. I don't have the ladder that I needed to be able to get up into the attic, so I'm not going to worry about that right this second. I've seen enough on the inside. Like to look around the outside. I'm not going to, this will take us not too long at all to be out of your hair.
I have nothing to do until 4 o'clock.
How's the front door? Does this work?
Colin, does the front door work? Well, I know it does because we brought the couch in that way.
Oh, okay. Just curious
And then
about it.
there's another closet. Oh, we're trying to empty again.
Oh, wow. It does have nice closet space in this house. It's funny, the 2-bedroom, 1-bath that I've done in Portsmouth, I've done a few of them, and none of them have any closets except for a little tiny closet in both of the bedrooms, so pretty interesting.
She got this guy. Yeah, I was like, are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, my guy's outside.
Okay, I got it. That's okay, Callie. Such a good dog.
So nice deck. Vinyl siding, metal wrap doesn't look too bad. Decent deck. Good sized yard. Large yard. Any leaks that you know of?
None. Let's start on him. But the yard goes all the way back there.
Yeah, it is a huge property. Very nice.
Yeah, honestly, they had a fence right here too, but we took it down after I convinced her to get rid of the other dog.
Nice house. A lot of trees.
Yeah.
You said the garage is slam packed?
Yeah.
If it's not too much trouble. Oh, wow.
Well, it ain't as bad as she told me it was.
Well, the garage is really nice.
She told me she couldn't fit another thing in the garage. I don't think so.
Very nice.
Told
Okay.
Tell me how to get my stuff out of here. I moved into a small townhouse and
Did you?
don't have a garage no more, so I brought everything out.
So 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Pretty nice. How you doing under there? You give me some pictures? I already know what that's gonna look like, but it is what it is.
I made it probably yesterday, so there's a lot of spiders everywhere.
Yeah, I know she's had a lot of interest in it, especially posting on Facebook Marketplace. So
I told her, I said, just put it on there and see what happens. I never imagined she had 116 as of this morning, but
a lot of people are, I guess, you know, hopeful to get into wholesaling houses. They would come and say, oh yeah, we can get you this amount of money, and then they'll try to go find a cash buyer. I told your daughter, I said, you know, the difference between them and me, and I'm not the only one, is I am the cash. I do the work and I buy the houses. I don't need to go to anybody else.
see, I didn't want to deal with it because I sold another house in Hampton I inherited from my dad, and I sold it to a flipper. So I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah.
But he flipped it and it is gorgeous, and I'm like, should I buy it back? But I was like, no.
Well, I'm going to have the conversation with her as well. The one thing that did scare me about this, and I didn't even know it until after she gave me the address, because she said that Zillow had the square footage wrong.
Yes.
So when I looked it up on Zillow, of course, the description of the property lists a lot of issues that the property had prior. And the foundation is an issue for sure. It's not even the worst issue at this property. In my personal opinion, the worst issue is no HVAC. And that would be a $10,000 investment to put HVAC in a house that doesn't even have it. And I've been through that fiasco once, but
Yeah, she was supposed to put it in here when she got her taxes, the first year she got her taxes.
it's not cheap, because when you got a house that doesn't have HVAC, there's
Yeah.
two different things that the city could require you to do, and Portsmouth made me do both of these. A heat load calculation, which is a $1,000 just math equation where they say, okay, X amount of windows, insulation. They just factor up what they think the size of the HVAC needs to be, and then a duct blaster test. And once they put the HVAC in, then they need to see how much leakage is leaving the house. It's a crazy thing. That's how Portsmouth did it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure I would find out. I do want to see one final thing. I forgot to look. I just want to look at a couple of the windows. Just see what condition the windows are in.
The front one needs to be replaced from the outside of it. You can go on there.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no. That's nothing for me.
I just quit a couple of months ago myself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't bother me
Right in front of
anymore.
you.
It was my second time quitting, so the second time was a lot easier than the first because I remembered what it was like trying to get back into smoking.
Oh my gosh, I tried.
Just any window, I guess. I just want to get a.
No,
Oh, I guess I'll just look at this right here,
it don't matter if it all falls down.
just to get an idea of. Yeah.
They're the originals.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed to see. I need to see what she's been messaging me. She's been messaging me since I got here. She said she's already had an offer on it.
Yeah.
Did they come and look at it?
Yeah, it was
They did?
the one. I think it was the one that crawled underneath. I wasn't here yesterday. I just said,
I know it was a lot lower than the listing price.
yeah, 'cause this window needs to be replaced.
Alrighty, well, how about that? So, a couple of things real quick to mention. No HVAC. Every window in the house is the original window, which needs to be replaced. And the foundation is horrendous, and the garage is huge, the property is huge, and the square footage feels big in there. There's plenty of closet space. The kitchen probably doesn't need a whole hell of a lot in terms of, well, let me take that back. The house needs a shit ton of work. Damon crawled the underneath of it and said that that thing had raw sewage underneath of it, that the foundation, I mean, I could feel the foundation when I was walking. It was a roller coaster in there. So definitely crazy foundation issues. When we got over there, I texted the homeowner who was at work, but her mother met me over there, and I just told her, hey, we're here. She messaged me back saying, okay, great. She says, just want to let you know I've already had one really good offer on the house, and it could potentially be from a new build, new construction that's being built right around the corner. Now, I don't know what a really good offer is. A really good offer is probably just the whale game. You've got this house listed for 80 grand. There's no way in hell you're getting no 80. I don't even know if I could offer 65 for that property. HVAC easily $10,000. Foundation work, holy moly. I mean, we're talking some work that's gonna have to go into that. Probably 10,000 in foundation work. But no fret, you know, I'm gonna probably offer, gosh almighty, I can't see myself offering but like 55,000 for that house, and that's the best that I can do. 60 maybe, I don't know, that's really pushing it right there. But interestingly enough, the mother, super nice woman, she told me about another house, another off-market deal, a 3-1. All they want is the mortgage paid off, $100,000. So there's houses out there, and there goes all the wood right there that they said ain't there. That's going straight to them new construction houses. You guys let me know what you think about that video right there. I guess one final thing in conclusion, the boat guy would text me. It's almost like this dude's playing games with me at this point. He texted me, he texted the wrong person. He meant to text whoever, I guess, was next in line on the boat. I don't know, but neither here nor there. That was just interesting to see that message come through when it was meant for whoever the second interested guy was. Let me know what you guys think about that house. Is that the one, or should we keep looking? I'm thinking I'm gonna make an offer of $55,000 for the house, and she's probably gonna say, kiss my ass. But sometimes, hey, you gotta be able to walk away from the deal. And I did that this morning with the boat. So kudos to that. All right, folks, talk with you guys again real soon, and there's more houses that we're gonna be looking at. I'll let you guys know what I decide to offer. What is that flying around on the back of the truck? I'll let you guys know what I decide to offer and what they say in response. Have a great one, and I'll talk with you again real soon.